apologize for the technical difficulties here at the Diamond Sports Complex as we are underway. Zane Takar able to single on 1-2 count. And now the count is run 2-2 to Butch Rea. Devlin Zakar on the mound for the Hillcats. Garrett Hall behind the plate as the 2-2 pitch low for ball 3. 3-2 the count to Rea. A Central Arkansas transfer to Tahlequah. He was a KJCCC second team shortstop. This ball, sky out to right field in foul territory, and it drops before Bradley Degnan is able to get to it for the Hillcats. Hillcats defensively going with Subert, Orozco, Miguel, and Davison along the infield. The outfield, Gar, Douglas, and Degnan going left to right. Northeastern State 5-2 on the season. Hillcats 6-2. This one a liner out to center field. Douglas is there. He'll glove it for out number 1. And bring up Jordan Payne. Payne, the left fielder for Northeastern State. Their starting lineup looked like this. Zane Takar led things off with that single to right. Butch Rea just lined out. Jordan Payne coming up at the plate. He's batting third. Chad Ribenspies, the catcher. Ribenspies, the catcher in there at the 4-hole. 5 holes, Dakota Morse, the third baseman. Bryce Davenport, the first baseman, is batting 6th. Dylan Adams bats 7th. The right fielder, Blake Vandergrift, the designated hitter, will bat 8th. And Michael Ray batting 9th at center field. First pitch. Or the second pitch, pardon me, in there for a strike to Payne. So 0-2 the count to Jordan Payne. Zakar gets ahead in the count. Ball thrown low there for ball 1. Stolen base there as the ball gets away from Miguel on the throw down from Hall. That'll move Takar over to third. As the counts move to 2-2. Two-two pitch, swung on. This one fouled away, well out of play. Back near the hitting cage for the Hillcats down right field line. So a stolen base and then an error on Hall on the throw. Moves Takar over to third. That one low for ball 3. 3-2 the count. Here to Payne. Right-handed batter. Transfer from Independence Community College. Spent a season there along with Cali County. It's a ground ball over to the shortstop hole. Subert will grab it. The third baseman fire over to first, but it'll score it to Carr. So a 5-3 put out there for out number 2, but the Riverhawks will take the 1-0 advantage here in the top of the first. Bring up Chad Ribenspies. Ribenspies. We'll look at strike 1. The error on the throw on the attempted, or on the stolen base by Takar, was able to advance him, and then he's able to score on the ground ball into the shortstop hole, right in between third and short. Nice play there by Subert, but unable to keep the runner from heading home on the chopper. Count moves to 2-1. Takar's pitch count running up a little more than the Hillcats probably would have liked to see prior to hitting the road to face Regis University in Denver, Colorado this weekend. Cats fly to Denver for a Friday, Saturday, Sunday affair before they come back to face Pittsburgh State on March 1st. That game originally scheduled for Tuesday the 28th due to travel logistics, trying to get back and take care of the field. That game has been pushed to Wednesday. Live stats will be provided for that one. Softball originally scheduled for that Wednesday the 1st. We'll have the broadcast of that one on the Hillcat Network on the softball side. 2-2 the count after a pair of foul balls. This one a ground ball over to second. Miguel will glove it, toss it over to first to Davison for the putout, but not before Northeastern State was able to have one run on one hit. There's one error and no one left on base. After the top of the first, it's Northeastern State 1, Rogers State 0. You're listening to Rogers State Baseball and watching it on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Welcome back into Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network. Glad you can join us wherever and however you might be it audio or video, on your tablet or phone, maybe your TV. Glad you can join us. Steve Braun filling in for Josh Haley, who's on assignment. He should join us somewhere around, the third inning or so, maybe even earlier, depending on how the Hillcats handle things here in the bottom of the first. The Hillcats trailing 1-0 to Northeastern State. The Riverhawks 5-2 on the season. The Hillcats 6-2. Rogers State got the victory over Northeastern State just about a week ago on the 15th. So last Wednesday, a 5-4 victory in 11 innings. And leading off for the Hillcats is Brooks Douglas. Douglas, the center fielder, wears number 20. The Hillcats in the white uniforms with the navy blue stripe across the chest with the red stripes above above and below that big bold blue stripe, and the RSU in the runway font across the chest is the first pitch to Douglas is a ball. Inside, the pitcher for Northeastern State is Daniel Falk. Behind the plate is Chad Rivenspies. The 1-0 fouled away off the face mask of the catcher. Rivenspies, as he will hop up and readjust his helmet and mask, squat back down. The 1-1 pitch, high for ball 2. Rogers State moved into the National Collegiate Baseball Writers of America South Central Region Top 10 poll yesterday, as they are ranked number 10 within the South Central region, that consisting of the Lone Star and Rocky Mountain athletic conferences. As fly ball there by Douglas is gloved by the center fielder for out number 1. It'll bring up Matt Subert. Subert, the third baseman for the Hillcats. Step into the right-handed batter's box for the Hillcats. Subert hitting .394 so far this season. He will watch strike 1 on the inside black of the plate. Subert in 8 starts for the Hillcats has 8 runs, 13 hits, 2 doubles, and 2 triples, 9 RBI for third. Actually make that 4th on the team. 0-1 pitch inside for a ball. The 1-1. Difficulty there for the left fielder, and it drops in, and Subert easily in at second base. Just a lost ball there up in the sky by the left fielder for Northeastern State. Easy double there for Subert. And it brings up Bradley Degnan. Degnan, a dangerous player at the plate. One of the top hitters in the Heartland Conference here early in the season. He was named Heartland Conference Hitter of the Week after the opening weekend of baseball. And he watches ball 1. Left-handed batter. Close to the plate within that left-handed batter's box. Subert at second. It's 1. Looks like it'll drop over the head of the third baseman. Subert will round third, head home. This play is going to be tight. Slides in, and he's called out. It looked like he may have got in there underneath the tag, but the umpire behind the plate, that is Sean Arthur, will say otherwise. It was very close. And Subert called out stretching. That a 6-2. Put out for out number 2. Degnan sits over at first base with Chris Miguel now at the plate. Right-handed batter takes strike 1. A little high in the zone, but a strike for sure. Pardon me, I said that was 6-2. That was 5-2. It was the third baseman who did pull that one in and fire it home for the putout. 5-2 stretching by Subert. The 0-1 fouled away over our broadcast location in the press box at the Diamond Sports Complex. Beautiful facility here on the Claremore campus of Rogers State University. The 0-2 fouled away by Miguel. That one a little higher in the zone. Fouled off the backstop. Oh, 2 the count. Here's the pitch. Low for ball 1. Falk fired that one in. Little low. 6 foot, 180-pound senior from Orange, Texas. Marion Military Institute was his previous institution, as Miguel called for the strike, looking there for out number 3. So in the bottom of the first, Rogers State, no runs. There is 2 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. After 1 complete, it's Northeastern State 1, Rogers State 0. Second inning coming up right after this. You're watching and listening to Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Hillcats will go to the bullpen and bring in a new pitcher, as it appears they're going to staff this ball game, as Spencer Bivens will come on for the Hillcats, the 6'5", 210-pound transfer from Penn State University, State College, Pennsylvania native. Will step in, 6'5", 210 pounds, face Dakota Morris. First pitch to Morris, swung on, high fly ball. This one out to right center field. Degnan is under it for the putout. And out number one. I'll bring up Bryce Davenport, the first baseman for Northeastern State. Davenport, 5'8", 190-pound senior out of Jay, Oklahoma. Left-handed batter will dig in to face the righty Bivens. First pitch to Bivens. High and outside for ball one. Bivens on the season, 2-0 win-loss record, 3.48 ERA, and 2 appearances, 2 starts in those 2 appearances. Pitched 10 1/3 innings, giving up 13 hits and just 4 earned runs, striking out 5. Count runs to 3-0 for Bivens against Davenport. 3-0 pitch. Outside and high for ball 4. Davenport will take his base at first. That'll bring to the plate the right fielder, Dylan Adams. Adams, 6', 205-pound sophomore out of Newcastle, Oklahoma. Transfer from Coffeyville Community College. Digs into the left-handed batter's box. Swings on the first pitch. This one into shallow left field. Jordan Garr will run it down as it touches down along the grass in shallow left. It'll move Davenport over to second, and Adams on the single at first, as Vandegrift will come to the plate, the designated hitter. Vandegrift hitting .222 on the season, right-handed batter. Watches ball 1 up in the zone, high above the zone. 1-0 the count to Vandegrift, the DH. Oh, pitch inside, and it catches the hands of Vandegrift. Hit by pitch there will move him over and load the bases for the Riverhawks in the top of the second inning. Roscoe will head over to the mound to talk things over with Bivens. Not the start the Hillcats were looking for in this ball game. 2-0 the count. Our pardon me, 1-0 the count after that pitch. Went off the scoreboard that time instead of looking down at my own scorecard. 1-0 right over the heart of the plate for strike one. 1-1 the count, bases loaded for Michael Ray. Michael Ray appeared in his first game of the season as a pinch runner, stole a base against Oklahoma Christian back in 2015. He'll swing on this one, and it'll drop in over the head of Douglas out in center field. That one comes down in right center, and will score 2 runners on the double by Michael Ray. Northeastern State will take a 3-0 lead after putting 1 run up in the first inning. Davenport scored, along with Adams from second on the 2 RBI double by Ray. Vandegrift has moved from first to third on the batted ball, and it takes us to the top of the lineup, Zane Takar. First pitch from Takar in there for a strike. Go 1 pitch from Bivens. High for ball 1. 1-1 the count. To Takar. Swung on and foul tipped for strike 2. One, 2 the count with 1 out. Here in the top of the second, Hillcats trailing Northeastern State 3-0. That one in there for a ball. 2-2 the count. 2 runners on. That is Vandegrift at third, Ray at second. Vandegrift reached on a hit by pitch. Ray, the 2 RBI double to give 2 runs here in the top of this inning. Fly ball out to right field. Degnan throws a strike that'll keep Vandegrift over at third. Absolute strike from right field there for Degnan. Vandegrift took about 3 steps down the line, saw that one flying in with high velocity, and decided to take my chances with Butch Ray coming to the plate. Ray lined out to center field. First at bat, that against Devlin Zakar. First pitch low for a ball. One under the count. 1-0 pitch, swung on, high fly ball. This one down the right field line. Will it stay in? Degnan slides in, and it'll drop for a foul ball. Degnan slid in feet first, about 7 or 8 feet from the wall that runs parallel to the right field foul line. Unable to come up with that one, and it's a strike on the foul. 1-1 the count. To Ray. 1-1 pitch. Well outside to the right-handed Ray for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 2 outs. 2 runners on. Vandegrift and Ray at third and second. Chopper. This one to Roscoe. He'll field it on 1 hop. Throw to first. Down the line. Davison will have to step over, but he's able to pull it in, avoid the collision there from Ray, and the put out 6-3, but not before Northeastern State was able to tally 2 runs on 2 hits. There was no errors and 2 left on. In the top of the second inning, Rogers State trailing Northeastern State 3-0. As we head to the bottom of the second, right here on the Hillcat Network, it's Rogers State baseball.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Welcome back to the Diamond Sports Complex as Rogers State trails Northeastern State here early, 3-0. As we head to the bottom of the second inning, the Hillcats will bring up Sam Davison, the first baseman for Rogers State. Davison, senior, batting .435. He has appeared and started in all 8 games for Rogers State. He has 5 runs, 10 hits, 3 doubles, 1 home run, and 11 RBI. He'll dig into the right-handed batter's box and watch ball 1 low and inside. Falk remains in at pitcher for Northeastern State. Last week, the Riverhawks staffed the game. Numerous pitchers appeared in that one. As the pitch there, low and inside for ball 2. 2-0 the count to Davison, leading off the bottom of the second for the Hillcats. 2-0 pitch swung on by Davison, fly ball into left field. The left fielder slips. The shortstop will have to come all the way back and glove that one. F6 in shallow left field for out number 1. As the designated hitter Jason Marley will step into the right-handed batter's box now. Marley batting .375. He's appeared in 7 and started 7 of the 8 games for Rogers State. He has 9 hits, 2 doubles, and 4 RBI. He takes strike 1 on the pitch from Falk. 0-1 the count to Marley. Right-handed batter for Rogers State watches this one skip in the dirt past the catcher for ball 1. Marley, a senior out of Half Moon Bay, California, transferred into Rogers State from Canada College, and 6'1", 205 pounds. Catcher and designated hitter. Watches this one high and inside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. 1 out, no one on here in the bottom of the second. Rogers State trailing Northeastern State 3-0. 2-1 pitch from Falk. Swung on and fouled away, well out of play. That'll end up in the Veterans Center parking lot. Caught by the trees that line the fence line to our right, over by, in between the Diamond Sports Complex and the Veterans Center in Claremore. It's one a ground ball right up the middle, gets past the shortstop who was able to get a glove on it, but he had chased that one quite a ways. And a 1-out single for Jason Marley will bring up Ismail Orozco. Orozco, the right-handed batter for Rogers State, batting .391. Did not play in last Wednesday's game over in Tahlequah. Suffered a thumb injury on his left hand, his non-throwing hand. Shows bunt here, now pulls back and takes strike 1. Good to see Ish, as he's affectionately called by his teammates and others across the RSU campus back in the starting lineup and at shortstop. The 0-1 pitch well outside for ball one. That one got away from the catcher for a moment, but not too far as it didn't get past the halo. Catcher Ryman Spies able to trot that one down. 1-1 pitch swung on, foul tipped by Roscoe. Strike two. 1-2 the count, 1 out. Marley stands over at first after his single up the middle. Roscoe in the batter's box for the Hillcats, looking to cut into this 3-0 lead for NSU. 1-2 pitch, high for ball two. Good eye there for Orozco. So you watch that one, and this umpire crew that came from the MIAA. Sean Arthur is your home plate umpire. Aaron Freeman in the field. I believe we've seen Freeman. He probably works both between Claremore and Tahlequah. Not a looping pitch inside for strike three, looking by Orozco, and Ishmael just kind of puffs up his cheeks and lets out a breath of air there. That one hung for a moment, then just dropped right into the strike zone for out number two, and strikeout number two for Falk. It'll bring up Garrett Hall, the catcher for Rogers State. The Owasso High School product will dig in. He will first pitch swing, a liner through the middle of the infield that will go all the way out to center field. It'll move Marley over to second and put Hall at first on a well-hit ball there with 2 outs in the bottom of the second. Jordan Garr will head to the plate now for the Hillcats. Garr, the redshirt senior for Rogers State, 6'1", 200 pounds, from Stockton, California. A utility player for the Hillcats, has played most of the season in left field. Watches ball one low, but over the plate. Garr batting .333. Has appeared in all 8 games for the Hillcats. Started 7 of those. Did not start in that contest against Northeastern State just 6 days ago, as he watches ball two, this time high. 2-0 the count, 2 outs, 2 on. Hall at second, or Hall at first, pardon me, and Marley at second. Falk, the pitcher, the right-handed pitcher facing the right-handed batter, Garr, steps off the rubber and takes a step towards second. Force Marley back over to the bag. A beautiful day, and appears the clouds have even started to get out of the way. Nice sunshiny day in the middle of February, late February now. So we've dipped to the 21st, just a week left in the month of February. That pitch off the mark for ball three. So 3-0 the count. Garr ahead in the count. He watches this one for strike one. 3-1 the count for Garr. Steps out of the batter's box just a tad. Kept 1 foot in as necessary and steps back in. Grips the bat, ready to go. 3-1 the count with 2 outs, 2 runners on for the Hillcats, trailing 3-0. Swung on. This one will get over the head of the shortstop into left center field. They'll send Marley. Garr will head to second. He's in safely, sliding head first. Hall will move over to third, and the Hillcats have dwindled that deficit to now just 2 runs as the Riverhawks lead it 3-1, and time is called out at second for Garr to take off the padding around his elbows. A solid hit there from Jordan Garr. RBI double, and the Hillcats now trail just 3-1. Brooks Douglas, the leadoff man. Top of the lineup. We'll head to the plate now with 2 outs. 2 runners on, both in scoring positions. This would be big time single here if Douglas was able to get it. Looks at ball 1. Low and outside. Catcher able to dig that one before it got to the dirt. One and 0 the count. As Falk will check on Gar over at second. Gar races back to the bag. No one covering there, so no throw coming from the pitcher Falk. 1-0 the count to Douglas. He flew out to center field to lead things off in the bottom of the first. This one fouled off, well out of play. Back behind our broadcast location, just down the first base line, behind home plate. Not right behind the plate for the radio broadcast booth for the home team. 1-1 the count. Swung on and foul tipped. Strike 2. Hall stands at third. The catcher for Rogers State that got on with a single up the middle. Gar at second after the RBI double as the previous batter. 2 outs. 1-2 the count to Brooks Douglas. Here's the pitch. Looping pitch that swung on and fouled away by Douglas to stay alive here in the bottom of the second inning. 3-1 the score. NSU looking to avenge the loss just a week ago at their place in extra innings as Rogers State won 5-4 in that one. 1-2 the count. Falk kicks and fires and fouled back to off the backstop here at the Diamond Sports Complex. The netting that wraps from dugout to dugout. 13th year of the Diamond Sports Complex. It used to be known as the Hillcat Complex, which almost sounds like a disease that you might acquire if you hang out on campus too long or something. This one, a high fly ball, hang in the air probably just a little too long, and it does as it's gloved out in right center field by the center fielder. And the Hillcats were able to compile 1 run on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base as 2 complete here from the Diamond Sports Complex. It's Northeastern State 3, Rogers State 1. You're listening and watching Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hellcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Josh Haley with you on the Hillcat Network. Welcome back. Rogers State trailing Northeastern State 3-1 as the Riverhawks come to bat here in the top of the 3rd inning. Thanks to my good friend Steve Braun filling in for me in the first 2 innings and producing our show here on the Hillcat Network as well. Multi-talented and a good friend as well. Thanks, Steve. Josh Eklavea is the new pitcher for Rogers State. Right-hander takes over on the mound for Spencer Bivens. And pitching to Jordan Payne, the heart of the order for NSU. Breaking ball misses inside. The 1-0. And Eclevea puts it outside. 2-0 count to Jordan Payne, the 3-hole. Left fielder who drove in the first Riverhawk run on a ground out in the first inning. If you're just joining us, that was an unearned run officially, as the leadoff man Zane Dakar reached on a base hit, stole second, moved to third on a throwing error, and then came home to score on Payne's ground out. Pitch missing up high from Eclevea. Here's the 3-0 now. Fastball right down Main Street just to get himself onto the count. 3-1 lead for Northeastern State, who tacked on 2 more in the second. 2 RBI double by Michael Ray, the bottom of the order. 3-1. Swing and a miss. Seen plenty of full counts already in this game. And Jordan Payne for Northeastern State has one here to start off the third. Eclevea deals a breaking ball. Turned on and hit high and deep to left field. This ball drifting way back, and it's off the screen in front of the scoreboard. A solo home run for Jordan Payne. Hanging curveball from Eclevea. And Jordan Payne socks his team leading 3rd home run of the year. A 4-1 lead for Northeastern State. Chad Reibenspies, the catcher, steps in. A left-handed hitter takes the first pitch outside. He grounded out to end the first inning, his only at bat. Eclevea's 1-0. Misses down low. So for Rogers State, starting pitcher Devlin Zakar goes an inning. 1 hit, 1 unearned run, no strikeouts and no walks. The 2-0 just missing low and inside. Spencer Bivens pitches the second, 2 hits, 2 earned runs, no strikeouts, 1 walk. Through 18 pitches, 8 of those for strikes. It appears Rogers State might be going with a staffing day, much like Northeastern State did against the Hillcats 6 days ago. This home-and-home series originally scheduled for last Tuesday here at Rogers State, but bad weather came through, a lot of precipitation on Tuesday, and forced the change. As Reibenspies fouls one on the ground, first base side. It's a 3-2 count. No one aboard, no one out. Here in the top of the third, 4-1 lead for NSU. So they played last Wednesday in Tahlequah. Rogers State won in extra innings. Reibenspies. Fly ball hit into right field, drifting to the right, Bradley Degnan, and makes the catch, 1 down. So after falling behind 3-0 in the count, Eclevea able to battle back and get out number 1 here in the third. Amazing a difference a week makes, though, and that's just Oklahoma, especially as you see the seasons evolve, going from winter and now just in front of springtime. Dakota Morse, right-handed hitting third baseman, steps in. Takes a first pitch breaking ball. Now jumps on the 1-0. Lined into left for a base hit. Third baseman Matt Subert laid out for it, but it was all an effort play. Never really had a shot at it. Here's Bryce Davenport. Davenport has had a good career at Northeastern State. 2-time MIAA honorable mention all-conference selection. Skies up the 0-1. Foul territory left field side. Now the wind blowing it back in, and it nearly came in fair territory as it got past Matt Subert, but it is a foul ball. Subert was drifting way over into foul territory, maybe 6 or 7 feet. And with the wind blowing out towards right center field today, ball changed course in a hurry, and as Subert reached back, it got over his glove and nearly hit the line. At the head coach for Northeastern State, Jake Hendrick, was right there, and he didn't contest the play. And the runner takes off before Eklevea even starts to pitch. He turns and throws to second, and they get the runner, Dakota Morse. Ishmael Orozco, the shortstop, stepped in to cover. Morse will get a stare from the head coach Hendrick as he jogs back to the third base dugout. Don't know if he was just anticipating Eklevea to deal or what. It's all you can really think in that situation. But he took off. Everyone in the field started shouting. And an easy play for Eklevea. 0-1 fouled back by Davenport. Now the 0-2, a fastball missing low and away. Leadoff man Jordan Payne homered to start this third. Chad Reiben spies a fly out to right. Dakota Morse with the base hit, but he was the man just caught stealing. And the 1-2 fouled back and out of play. Davenport lays off as Eklevea's pitch missed. 2-2 count. Breaking ball that's left outside. It's a full count again. 3 out of 4 batters this inning now have worked a full count against Josh Eklevea. Senior right-hander out of South San Francisco. And the 3-2. Leaning inside is Davenport, but the call made for strike 3. Davenport tried to sell it. Eklevea gets the backwards K to end the third. Hillcats down 4-1. They'll come to bat. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives, and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
With 11 premier institutions across 4 states, the members of the Heartland Conference are proud partners of their communities in NCAA Division II. We are committed to the academic and athletic success of our student athletes. The Heartland Conference offers a vibrant championship experience with schools that are nationally competitive, engaged with their communities, and supported by hundreds of thousands of fans who promote a positive game environment. To learn more about the Heartland Conference, visit us at heartlandsports.org. Choose Division II. Choose the Heartland Conference.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Rogers State in a 4-1 hole as they come to bat here in the bottom of the third inning. Here is Matt Subert to lead things off. Subert jumps on the first pitch from Daniel Falk, skies it up right center field, mid-depth. Right fielder Dylan Adams under it, and at the last second reaches back over his head and makes the play. There's that wind again that's blowing out towards right center, making things difficult for these teams defensively, but Adams makes the play, and Subert, who doubled in the first inning, retired on the first pitch here in the bottom of the third. In steps Bradley Degnan, only left-handed hitter in this lineup. Takes a first pitch strike. He singled to left field his first time up. Sharp ground ball that's going to sneak through the right side for a base hit. First baseman Davenport trekked back towards right field. Laid out at the last second. It was maybe a couple of feet out of his reach, and the second baseman Takar, right at the edge of the infield, made a diving attempt as well, and about the same. 2 feet out of his reach and into right. 2 for 2 day thus far for Bradley Degnan. So one aboard with 1 out, and Chris Miguel, the batter for Rogers State, he went down looking to end the first. That is the 6th hit that right-hander Daniel Falk has given up. He's got that over-the-top delivery. First pitch to Miguel, fouled out of play, back to the right side. Miguel off the end of the bat, hit hard towards straightaway center, drifting back and over the leaping glove of Michael Ray. It'll one hop to the wall. Degnan cruising into third, Miguel into second, standing up. It's a 1-out double for Rogers State and Chris Miguel. The wind just continued to carry that ball. It took off and kind of tailed off to the batter's eye right of straightaway center field. Michael Ray, the center fielder, jumped up at the last second, and it was well over his glove. Here's Sam Davison. Breaking ball, first pitch to Davison, misses down low. Third baseman Dakota Morse playing in on a little bit. Right up close to the grass. And Davison takes strike 2. Sam popped out to begin the second inning. Jumps on this, line down the right field line. If it's fair, it's an extra base hit. It is just inside the line. In to score is Degnan. Miguel's right behind him. And Sam Davison into second, standing up with a 1-out, 2 RBI double. Rogers State right back in this game. Good piece of hitting by the senior Sam Davison. Back-to-back doubles for the Hillcats, who now have 8 hits against the right-hander Daniel Falk. Here's Jason Marley. First pitch, breaking ball, misses down low. Marley with a base hit last inning. It was a ground ball hit up the middle that the shortstop Butch Ray was just able to get a glove to it as it rolled into center field. And even if he brings it in, he had to run a long way to get it. So scored a hit for Marley. Breaking ball on the 1-0, in for a strike. You can tell how comfortable Daniel Falk is with that curveball. Gives a look at Davison at second, and now he'll turn and throw that way. Perfect throw, but Davison's back safe. As Sam slid into second, the shortstop Butch Ray brought that ball in, and his glove was right on top of Davison's helmet. Down low, 2-1 the count to Jason Marley. Mentioned the schedule change for this game. Another schedule change update. The game originally scheduled 1 week from today against Pittsburgh State here in Claremore has been moved back a day. So that will be next Wednesday. That's 8 days from now, not 1 week from now. Rogers State will be returning from a trip to Denver, Colorado. 4-game series that covers 3 days against Regis University. That will begin on Friday. They'll play Friday, Saturday, And one more on Sunday. 2-2 count. Top shelf, it's a full count now to Jason Marley. That was the 51st pitch thrown by the right-hander Daniel Falk. Here's the payoff. Down in the dirt, Jason Marley draws the walk. First walk issued by Daniel Falk. Seen very little action this year in this sort of situation. He's come in with 2 relief appearances and only 2 innings pitched. In those 2 innings, 1 strikeout, 1 walk, 2 runs, 3 hits. And Orozco leaned away the first pitch breaking ball that was a little inside, but called a strike. 2 aboard, 1 out. Rogers State trailing Northeastern State 4-3. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Breaking ball misses down low. Orozco went down looking last inning. One. Fouled straight back out of play. Next week will be an unbelievable busy week for Rogers State athletics. We've got softball on Monday, softball and baseball on Wednesday, and that's also the opening day for the Heartland Conference basketball tournament, which will be in Tulsa. Rogers State not necessarily a host since it's not at their home gym, but everyone in the athletic department spent a lot of time and efforts going into that event. Conference tournament will run Wednesday through Sunday. Then you've also got baseball Friday and Saturday to go along with basketball still taking place. 2-2 count to Orozco. Fouled out of play right side. Good to see Orozco back in the lineup. He did not play a week ago against Northeastern State. Anytime you see regular players out of the lineup, you wonder if it's just a rest day or if there's some sort of injury there, but that's all answered up with Orozco in the starting lineup today. Bouncing ball towards short, scooped up by Ray, flips to second for 1, relay to first, in time for the double play as Davenport stretches out and scoops it out of the dirt. 6-4-3 on the twin killing. Rogers State gets 2. They trail 4-3 as we head to the 4th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
In the final 30, there were 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left on base.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. online at thehammockhouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
We begin the fourth inning here in Claremore. Rogers State trailing Northeastern State 4-3. Josh Eklevea back on the mound for the Hillcats. First pitcher to now begin a second inning of work, as the previous two, the starter Devlin Zakar and Spencer Bivens, each went 1. Facing the 7, 8, 9 spots in the order, Dylan Adams swinging a miss at the first pitch. And the 0-1, a foul tip back into the glove of Garrett Hall. He's down 0-2. Adams with a base hit back in the second inning. The 0-2 fastball, purpose pitch way outside. 1 in the first, 2 in the second, 1 in the third. The run support for Northeastern State. That 1 in the third off Eklevea was a solo shot on a payoff pitch to Jordan Payne, his team leading third of the year. Eklevea misses with the 1-2. Count even up now to Dylan Adams, sophomore to Newcastle, Oklahoma. Hard hit line drive, tailing towards right center, but tracked down by Brooks Douglas for out number 1. Brings Blake Vandegrift to the plate. DH was hit by a pitch in the second inning, making his third start of the season for Northeastern State, who comes in at 5-2. Rogers State enters the day at 6-2. Breaking ball hits Vandegrift, and as he started his jog to first, home plate umpire signaled, "Come on back." Sean Arthur, the home plate umpire today. Aaron Freeman in the field. Eklevea misses down low. 2-0 the count to Vandegrift. Sharp ground ball just inside third base and past the diving third baseman Subert. Vandegrift will trek for 2, and he's in standing up. A 1-out double for the DH Blake Vandegrift. First pitch strike to Michael Ray, right-handed hitter who is responsible for most of the damage thus far. A 2 RBI double back in the second. And the 0-1 down in the dirt. Michael Ray, an interesting story for NSU. And back in 2015, which was his true freshman season, as he fouls one on the ground here, 1-2 now. Appeared as a pinch runner in the very first game of the year. Stole a base against Oklahoma Christian in the 10th inning. It was a 3-2 victory ultimately in the 10th for Northeastern State. But he was injured and forced to sit out the rest of the season. Got a medical red shirt out of it. 1-2, swing and a miss. Ray goes down on strikes. Strikeout number 2 for Josh Eklevea. And back to the top of the order we go. Zane Takar, who singled to start this game on a 1-2 pitch. Shows bunt on the first pitch, quickly pulls it back, but it was in there for a strike. Blake Vandegrift stands on second. Roger State trailing Northeastern State 4-3. We're in the top of the fourth inning. One aboard, 2 outs for NSU, the Riverhawks. Eclevea checks the runner at second. Breaking ball, sharply hit towards third, knocked down on a couple of hops by Subert, and his throw to first is a bit wild. Pulls Davison off the bag. He brings it in, but the runner, Zane Takar, is safe. It was on the ground, but it took 2 clear hops, and Subert backhanded it to stop it on the dirt. He picked it up, knew that he had to hurry with a speedy leadoff man, Takar. And that will be charged an error to the third baseman, Matt Subert, his second error of the season. Butch Ray steps in. First pitch strike. Fastball misses down low. Butch Ray lined out to center in the first, grounded out to short in the second. Curveball from Eclevea in for a strike. Good looking pitch. Started inside and curved just like he wanted to catch the inside half. Eclevea trying to keep this a 1-run game. Breaking ball outside in the dirt. Good defensive effort by Garrett Hall, the Hillcat catcher, to keep it in front. Runner going from first on the 2-2, down in the dirt, and they'll just let him go. Full count to Butch Ray. Eclevea's pitch. Fouled on the third base side, a bouncing ball off the bat of Butch Ray. Senior out of Topeka, Kansas. Transferred in for this, his senior season. Made 26 starts last year for Central Arkansas after playing a couple of seasons at Cowley County Community College. Another foul ball, this time on the ground, third base side. Three-two. Soft liner towards center. Douglas running on, reaches out and makes the catch for out number 3. Wasn't easy, but Eclevea holds Northeastern State off the scoreboard for the first time in this game. Hillcats trail 4-3 as we head for the bottom of the fourth. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted.
We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Rogers State trailing NSU 4-3. Hillcats coming to bat in the bottom of the fourth inning. And Rogers State will see a new pitcher, Jeremy Mansour, a junior left-hander, now on the mound for Northeastern State. He takes over for the starter, Daniel Falk, whose final line looks as such. 3 innings, 8 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, 1 walk. Through 58 pitches, 35 of those for strikes. First batter, Garrett Hall for Rogers State's. The 8-9-1 hitters to bat here in the bottom of the fourth for the Hillcats. Hall takes a first pitch strike. Calls timeout before the 0-1. Mansour deals. Hall drives it to deep left field. Way back, it's over the scoreboard for a solo home run. Well, Garrett Hall was a little bit dissatisfied with that he didn't get a timeout on the second pitch of the at-bat, as Mansour was dealing quickly, and he just takes matters into his own hands. That was a shot. Keep in mind the wind blowing out towards right center too, so the wind wasn't significantly helping Hall as he drove it over the left center field scoreboard. Home run number 3 in the career of Garrett Hall. Hit 1 his freshman year and 1 last year as a sophomore. We're tied at 4. Here's Jordan Garr, who had an RBI double back in the second. Scored Rogers State's first run. First pitch down low. And now the 1-0 misses outside. Mansour, a sidearm thrower, really leans over to his left to deal in that sidearm pitch. 6'3", 195-pound junior is Mansour. And the 3-0 misses inside. It's a 4-pitch walk to Jordan Garr. Go-ahead run aboard here in the bottom of the fourth. Back to the top of the order. Here's Brooks Douglas for Rogers State. Mansour out of Peculiar, Missouri. Played at Neosho County Community College. Douglas trying to lay down the bunt. Pops it straight down into the ground, foul. Mansour makes his 3rd relief appearance of the season. 1 1/3 inning he's pitched this year. 4 hits, 3 earned runs, 2 strikeouts, and no walks. Douglas again will lay down the bunt on a pitch that's high and tight. Running up, third baseman Morse fields it, throws on the run to first to make the play. That's an impressive play by Dakota Morse. Credit where credit's due. He picked it up barehanded and threw off balance, but right on line to first. And Douglas runs very well. It's one of those plays where you say Douglas did his job, sacrificing Garr over to second, but the way he put that bunt down, probably 8 times out of 10, you might get a hit out of that. Subert, ground ball to third. Scooped up by Morse. Throw to first for the out. And Garr stays put at second. Two down. Tie ball game, 4-4 in the bottom of the fourth. Runner on second for Rogers State's Bradley Degnan. 2 for 2 day for Degnan, the junior right fielder. First pitch strike to Degnan from the lefty Mansour. When the wind's blowing out to right center or right, it's Degnan's type of day. Unbelievable opening week that Degnan had for Rogers State. 5 home runs in 4 games. 17 RBI, including breaking the Rogers State single game record with 8 runs driven in. Conference player of the week and wasn't even close. 1-1, bouncing ball, first baseman Davenport to his right, picks it up, tosses to Mansour, covering, not in time. Davenport had to come a long way to his right and off first. Mansour got to first as quick as he could, but Degnan beat him there. Jordan Garr standing on third. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, and the batter, Chris Miguel. Doubled to deep center field his last time up. First pitch strike to Miguel, who led the team in homers a season ago with 9. And a preseason All-Heartland Conference selection. 0-1 misses outside for Mansour. Big swing and a miss for Miguel. Garrett Hall with a solo homer to start this inning to tie the game at 4. Miguel tags the 1-2 to straightaway center. Another hard hit ball that is aided by the wind, but Michael Ray, the center fielder, right there waiting on it for out number 3. Hillcats get 1. We're tied at 4 as we head to the 5th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Rogers State and Northeastern State tied up at 4 as we enter the 5th inning here in Claremore. And the Hillcats make a pitcher change. Tim Luce, the new man on the mound for the Hillcats. Only left-handed pitcher they've got, junior, 6', 170-pounder out of nearby Oologah, Oklahoma. First-year transfer from NEO A&M. Dealing to the heart of the order, Jordan Payne fires in a fastball for a strike on the first pitch. 0-1, swing and a miss. Final line on Hillcat reliever Josh Eklevea. 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 earned run. 2 strikeouts, no walks. The 0-2 from Luce, up high. Tim Luce comes in for Rogers State, making his first relief appearance of the year. He has started 3 games for the Hillcats, more than any other pitcher. 1-2. Up high again. Didn't miss by as much as that 0-2 pitch did. Luce comes in with a 1.69 ERA. 2-2. Skied up, drifting back. Deep left center field. Brooks Douglas on the run, so is Jordan Garr. Garr gets there first, into the gap against the wall. And cruising into second with a leadoff double is Jordan Payne. Payne, who homered his last at bat, had to be in the minds of everybody. Here's Chad Reibenspies. First pitch strike to the catcher, who's 0 for 2 today. Takes strike 2. Tim Luce for Rogers State in the 3 games that he has started. 16 innings pitched, most on the team. 9 strikeouts to just 2 walks. He works quickly in the sense that he will throw a lot of strikes. Doesn't necessarily deal one right after the other out there on the mound. He'll take an average amount of time in between pitches. But he's not going to give you a bunch of stuff out of the zone. Here's the 1-2. Skied up in the infield. Miguel, the second baseman, charges up on the grass. Makes the play for out number 1. Important out with Jordan Payne standing on second, and that's where he'll be held. Brings up Dakota Morse. First pitch down in the dirt. Hall gets enough of it. It's skipped away to his right, but only by about 6 or 7 feet. And the runner, Jordan Payne, stands still at second. Luce kicks and fires with the 1-0. Just caught the bottom half. Morse singled to left center in the third, flat out to right in the second. The right-handed hitter, Morse, takes another one out of the zone. 2-1 the count to Dakota Morse, who comes into NSU from Independence Community College. And after 2 years, quite the stat stuffer there. The school record for hits in a season. And a little Texas League single that falls into right center field. Picked up by Miguel, the second baseman, fires to third, but not in time as Payne slides in ahead of it. It was just skied up there, and the wind continued to help it back right into no man's land. Degnan in right, Douglas in center, Miguel at second, all running towards it. And all about 8 to 15 feet away from it when it hit the ground. Runners on the corners. 1 out, Bryce Davenport. Fouled back out of play. 0-1. Strike on the outside edge from Tim Luce. Got Davenport down, 0-2. Misses outside, 1-2 the count. Tie game, 4-4 here in the top of the 5th inning. 1-2 pitch to Davenport. Reaches out, ground ball hit to second. Miguel flips to short for one. Barehanded by Orozco, throws to first for the double play. 4-6-3, twin killing. What a highlight reel play by Orozco, who barehanded it from Miguel and fired to first to complete it. And we remain tied as we head to the bottom of the 5th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Roger State comes to bat, bottom of the 5th inning, tied up at 4 with Northeastern State. Second matchup between these two in a 6-day stretch. Roger State won the game in Tahlequah last Wednesday in extra innings. Hillcats will see a new pitcher here. Tyler Yancey, right-hander, takes over on the mound for the reliever Jeremy Mansour, who pitched the 4th. Hillcats got 1 run off of Mansour. Sam Davison leads things off against Yancey, who misses down low with the first pitch. Big windup, deals the 1-0, and it's fouled back and out of play. Davison with a 2 RBI double back in the 3rd inning. That big kick and a fastball right down Main Street, 1-2. Tyler Yancey making his 2nd appearance of the season. Pitched 1 inning, gave up 1 hit, an unearned run. No strikeouts, no walks. Davison jumps on this pitch. Bouncing ball foul, third base side. So the starter for NSU, Daniel Falk, went 3. Jeremy Mansour goes 1, and Davison smacks this into the ground, and then it comes off of his left leg. Davison crashes to the ground, but he's quick to get back up. And you could tell there was some sting there, but he's not limping as he takes a few strides up the third base side. Davison rubs some dirt in between his gloves. Ready to go now as he steps back in, awaiting a 1-2 pitch from Tyler Yancey. Fastball misses low and away. Two. Davison off the inside of the bat, drifting towards right center, falls in. NSU had a Texas Leaguer style hit in the top of this inning, and Rogers State gets one of their own off the bat of Davison, and the leadoff aboard for the Hillcats. Second time this game.
Now batting, the designated hitter, number 10, Jason Marley.
Brings up Jason Marley. Fastball down in the dirt, blocked by the catcher, Ribenspies. Keeps Sam Davison at first. Bryce Davenport is the first baseman. Zane Dakar at second, Butch Ray the shortstop. Dakota Morse down at third base for Northeastern State. Jordan Payne in left, Michael Ray in center, Dylan Adams in right. And the pitch from Tyler Yancey. Foul tip by Jason Marley, deflected off the glove of Ribenspies and then back to the screen. Again, Rogers State, a road trip to Denver, Colorado to take on Regis, 4-game series that starts this Friday. Smoked into right center. Davison will head for third as Marley holds up at first. Michael Ray, the center fielder, cut it off into the gap. That ball hit very hard by Jason Marley. So runners on the corners now. No one out here in the bottom of the fifth. Rogers State and Northeastern State tied up at 4. Combined, these two teams now have 20 hits in the game, 12 for Rogers State. Here's Ishmael Orozco. First pitch fouled down into the ground. Orozco helping to turn a double play to retire Northeastern State in the top of the fifth. Oh, 1 down in the dirt from Yancey. There goes Marley. Slow roller towards second. Takar running to his left, picks it up, throws to first just in time for the out. You knew Orozco was going to do all he could to put that in play. Marley is not a guy that's called on to steal bases. So when you saw him take off, you knew Orozco was going to swing. Here's Garrett Hall, who hit his first homer of the season to lead off the 4th inning. Ball just absolutely crushed over the scoreboard in left center field. If you hit it to the batter's eye left side of the scoreboard, you're in left, and if you hit it to the right, then you're pretty much in right center at that point. The wall starts to elevate up into the gaps here at the Diamond Sports Complex. And Hall fouls one out of play back to the right side. Takes a lot of strength to put one out. You're 360 to the gaps, 390 to straightaway center. And the wind does not blow out here a lot. The wind blowing out today towards center and right center field. Not something you see a ton. 0-2, fouled into the ground and then off Hall. Boy, that's bizarre. 3 times now in this bottom of the 5th inning, the Hillcats have fouled the ball into the ground and then deflects off of them. Ground ball towards second. Takar scoops it up, throws to first for the out. The Hillcats get Sam Davison in and take the 5-4 lead.
Number 4, left fielder, Jordan Gar.
Going back to that RBI by Ishmael Orozco, by the way, was his 6th RBI of the season. 40th in his career. Oh, 0-2 the count to Jordan Gar. Tyler Yancey deals. Fastball misses inside as Yancey lost his cap in the process. And this pitch gets past Gar. Past the catcher, Reibenspies holding up at third base. Staying put is Marley. This bounces, gets away from Reibenspies, and here comes Marley. He slides in to score, no play at the plate, and the Hillcats now lead 6-4. Hillcats have come storming back in this game. Trailed 3-0, 4-1. And now they've scored 5 unanswered. Payoff pitch to Gar, fouled into the ground and rolls backward. Gar, bouncing ball, foul, third base side. This is the first game for Roger State since playing at NSU last Wednesday. NSU, meanwhile, played a weekend 3-game set Saturday and Sunday versus Winona State in Tahlequah and won all 3 games, 7-5, 12-11, and 17-5. The 3-2 down low to Jordan Gar, so he battles off a couple of payoff pitches and now draws the walk. Back to the top of the order, here is Brooks Douglas. Swing and a miss. Douglas 0 for 2, laid down a sac bunt his last time up. Hillcats leading 6-4. Scored 2 thus far here in the bottom of the 5th. Showing bunt, gets past Douglas. Ryman spies the catcher, came up ready to throw down to first, but he held on to it. Here goes Gar. Douglas swinging a miss, strike 3. Inning over, but Rogers State gets 2. They take a 6-4 lead over Northeastern State after 5 complete. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
The first pitch outside, now takes a strike from Tim Luce. Skies up the 1-1. Shallow right center field. Brooks Douglas charges up, makes the catch. 1 down. Tim Luce, the 4th pitcher used today by Rogers State. Devlin Zakar was the starter. Spencer Bivens pitched the 2nd, and Josh Eklevea pitching the 3rd and 4th for the Hillcats. Here's Blake Vandegrift. Fouls the first pitch, back and out of play.
Now it's play number 32, Blake Vandegrift.
Strike dealt into Vandegrift, who is 1 for 1. Doubled in the 4th, was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. The 0-2. Defensive swing as that ball ran in on the hands of Vandegrift. It just hit the inside of his bat and deflected up to the top of the screen, back off to the right side. Oh, 2 down in the dirt. Rogers State coming in 6-2. Northeastern State at 5-2. Northeastern State had a great opening weekend. Went down to the state of Texas. A lot of teams gathered there to get games in, and the opening weekends just to try to get good weather. As Vandegrift ground ball towards first. Davison scoops it up, tags the bag himself. 2 down. Rogers State has made their way down to Texas on opening weekend on more than one occasion. You're just a little bit safer that way in terms of weather, but NSU went down to Austin, take on St. Edwards, and NSU took 2 of 3 against the 7th-ranked St. Edwards Hilltoppers, who play out of the Heartland Conference, Rogers State's conference. So that was a very loud message sent by the Riverhawks on the opening weekend. First pitch strike dealt into Michael Ray. Loose, kind of a weird delivery there, as he didn't really get his foot up as he kicked that in, and a ground ball through the right side for a base hit.
Number 3, Zane Takara.
Zane Takar, the leadoff man, steps in, fouls the first pitch out of play right side. Hillcats up 6-4 on Northeastern State, top of the 6th. 2 outs, runner on first for the Riverhawks. Runner going. Garrett Hall comes up throwing, one hops it into second, they got him! Ishmael Orozco in front of second base, picked it out of the dirt, and makes the tag on Michael Ray to end the inning. Rogers State 6, Northeastern State 4. We're headed for the bottom of the 6th here in Claremore. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Robson Properties supports this broadcast of Hellcat Basketball. Owner Frank Robson has handled commercial real estate, construction, and property management since 1969, with shopping centers throughout Oklahoma and southeast Kansas. More information on Robson Properties is online at www.robsonprop.com. www.robsonprop.com. Robson Properties, proud to support both Hillcat Sports and Rogers State University academics.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Rogers State leading Northeastern State 6-4. Hillcats coming to bat in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Northeastern State goes to their bullpen for the 3rd time in this game. Right-hander Zach Pohl takes over on the hill. Pohl, a senior out of Austin, Texas.
And on the mound, number 15, Zach Pohl.
Also a change in center field. Derek Shedden takes over in center for Michael Ray, the man who was caught stealing to end that inning.
Leading off for the Hillcats, the third baseman, number 8, Matt Seager.
Matt Subert leads things off for Rogers State. Right-handed hitting third baseman. Takes the first pitch inside. Doubled back in the first inning, flied out and grounded out in his last 2 at-bats. Now takes a strike, 1-1 the count. Tyler Yancey, relief pitcher who pitched the 5th. 2 hits, 2 earned runs, 1 strikeout, 1 walk. Subert skies this up, shallow left center, Drifting back, Butch Ray won't get there. The shortstop didn't have enough time to track it down, and Payne, the left fielder, not nearly enough time to try to make a run up and get it. Subert's aboard, and the Hillcats have had the leadoff aboard now in 3 consecutive innings after not getting the leadoff aboard in any of the first 3. Here's Bradley Degnan. Well, the way Degnan punished right field in the first week of the season, when the wind is blowing out here like it is today to right or right center, you will not fall asleep when this guy's at the plate. Degnan takes ball 1. Down low and out of the glove of Ryman Spies, rolls away from him. Down to second goes Subert. Hitters count 2-0 to Degnan. Comes in as the team leader, hitting .441. 3 doubles, a triple, 5 home runs, 17 RBI. 2-0. Swing and a miss. Went looking down low for it. One hopper smoked into the Hillcat dugout. Everyone's okay. Zach Pohl for Northeastern State, making his team-leading 5th appearance of the season, all in relief. 3.86 ERA, 4 2/3 innings. Degnan off the end of the bat, lifted into right center field, running on Dylan Adams. Makes the catch, tagging up and headed for third is Subert, and he'll slide in head first. Safe easily. As the throw came in, not anywhere near third base. Degnan retired for the first time today.
Now at the plate for second baseman, number 21, Chris Miguel.
Chris Miguel, the batter, with 1 out. 1 of 3, doubled and scored in the 3rd inning, did Chris Miguel. And Northeastern State, in an anticipated attempt to keep this at a 2-run ball game, they'll play the infield in here, with Subert the runner on 3rd and only 1 out. First pitch up high to Miguel. Infield corners are playing up on the grass. Miguel, high hopper to short. Runner stays put at 3rd. Ray's got it. Shortstop throws to first for the out as Subert stays put at 3rd. Infield returns to normal depth now with 2 outs and Sam Davison, the batter. Ball 1 to Davison, who is 2 for 3, including the 2 RBI double in the 3rd. Pitch way outside, but Ryman Spies, the catcher, what a good job. Almost diving over to his right and picked it out of the dirt. Count 2-0 to Davison. Swing and a miss. Let's look back in Rogers State history on this day. We look at February 21st, 2014. Rogers State played their first ever Heartland Conference game. 2 games at St. Mary's down in San Antonio. Hillcats lost the doubleheader on Friday, but not a bad story overall as Davison lines it on the ground left side and off the glove of the shortstop Ray into left field and in to score is Matt Subert. 7-4 lead for Rogers State. was out of reach of the third baseman, Morse. And Ray, the shortstop, almost at the edge of the dirt. Even if he brings that in, Davison's going to be safe and the runner's going to score. And will be an RBI hit for Sam Davison. And Jason Marley, the batter. Falls down 0-1. But to finish that story the next day, Rogers State picked up a win in their first ever Heartland Conference Series over St. Mary's, who was ranked 7th in the nation in one poll at the time. Let's your look back at this day in Hillcat history. Rogers State now in their 4th season as a member of the Heartland Conference. Two and 1 the count to Jason Marley. Hillcats up 7-4. Swing and a miss. Rogers State moved into the South Central Regional Poll for the first time this week, into the 10th spot. You've got 6 regions in NCAA Division II. The South Central, where Rogers State is located, as this is line foul down the right field side. And you see the rankings hold 10 spots in those regional rankings, and the Hillcats moved into the 10th spot. Other Heartland Conference teams up there as well. St. Edwards, of course, ranked 2nd. And Lubbock Christian in 6th. Another foul ball by Marley. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th. Rogers State has 1 on the board. Only inning the Hillcats have not scored was the first. They've come storming back from a 3-run deficit on 2 occasions. 2-2 breaking ball left inside. It's a full count now to Marley. Payoff pitch, bouncing ball foul, third base side. Rogers State will open up conference play on March 10th. St. Mary's comes here to Claremore for a 3-game set, 2 on Friday, 1 on Saturday. After the 4-game road trip to Denver this weekend, the Hillcats will be at home overall for 8 of their next 9 games. And the 3-2 misses down low to Marley.
Now to play the shortstop, number 3, Ishmael Orozco.
Here's Ishmael Orozco with 2 outs. Speaking of the Heartland Conference, 4 other Heartland teams in action today. Only score update we have is UA Fort Smith trailing Southwest Baptist 4-1 in the 3rd. Lubbock Christian playing at West Texas A&M. St. Edwards on the road at UH Victoria, and Oklahoma Christian hosting Northwestern Oklahoma State. One the count to Ishmael Orozco, who drove in a run last inning. Fouled onto the ground and into his leg. This inning started with a base hit by Matt Subert. Degnan flied out, Miguel grounded out. Sam Davison came through with a 2-out base hit to drive in Matt Subert. And then Jason Marley drew the walk. Davison on second, Marley on first. 2 outs, 1-2 count to Ishmael Orozco of Rogers State, who leads Northeastern State 7-4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Such a great day weather-wise here in Claremore. 2-2 now to Orozco. Fastball misses high and tight. 70 degrees the weather at first pitch. Orozco bouncing ball foul, third base side. Ground ball to the right side. Second baseman Takar dives on it at the edge of the infield, throws to first in time for the out. Saves a run for NSU. Nice play by Zane Takar. And the Hillcats retire. They get one. They lead NSU 7-4 as we head to the seventh here in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys?
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Landon Nealon takes over on the mound for Rogers State as we enter the seventh inning with the Hillcats holding a 7-4 lead over Northeastern State. Landon Nealon, senior right-hander, or a junior, beg your pardon. I always want to call Landon a senior because there's a lot of junior college transfers at this level. And so you see guys in their second season, and 90% of the time, if not more, their second is their senior season. But not for Nealon. He's a junior, and that's a good thing for Rogers State. Right-handed pitcher, 6'4", 185-pounder out of Newberry Park, California. Transferred into Rogers State from Grand Canyon. Top of the order, Zane Takar to lead off the seventh. Shows bunt, just got a piece off the bottom of the bat. Landon Nealon takes over for Hillcat pitcher Tim Luce. Luce made his first relief appearance of the season today. 2 innings, 3 hits, no runs. No strikeouts, no walks. 28 pitches, 19 of those for strikes in 2 innings of work for Tim Luce. Batter Zane Takar has a quick word with the head coach, Jake Hendrick, on the third base side. Hendrick's in his second season as the head man at NSU. Breaking ball from Nealon. Curls outside, 1-1 the count. Bouncing ball. Third baseman Subert charges up on it, on the grass, throws to first. Not in time. Subert, it looked like he might have had a little bit of problems getting that out of his glove. As he threw to first, Davison might have stepped off the bag, but appeared to have his foot on there in time. Either way, that's going to go down as a hit for Zane Takar. And Butch Ray, the batter, falls down 0-1. Jake Hendrick, the NSU head coach, was a pitching coach for the Riverhawks for the 2 years prior to taking over as head coach. Hendrick did a great job handling the pitching staff as the 2015 squad had a below 5 team ERA, which was the first time for NSU in their NCAA era, which began in 1996. 1-2 the count out of Butch Ray, with Zane Takar standing on first. Nealon deals off the end of the bat. Grounder towards second. Miguel flips to short. Orozco covering for the force out. He barehanded it again.
Number 6, Jordan Payne.
Orozco barehanded a flip from Miguel earlier in the day and turned it for a double play. Good job to get the force runner here, though. Brings Jordan Payne to the plate. RBI ground out in the first, solo homer to lead off the third, led off the fifth with a double. Payne, a foul ball on the ground, third base side. Nealon a move to first. Not in time to get Butch Ray. Two for two this season. Stolen base attempts for Butch Ray, the runner on first. Looked like he was going to start to go on that pitch, but then held up. Nealon misses. 2-1 the count to Jordan Payne. 7-4 Hillcat lead here in the top of the seventh inning. Nealon misses once more. 3-1 now. Sharp ground ball. Subert reaches out, tips off his glove, and bounces into left center field. Running up on it quickly is Gar. And they'll prevent a run from scoring. Butch Ray, though, advances all the way down to third. Jordan Payne held up at first. That will be scored as an error to the third baseman, Matt Subert, his second of the day. First pitch to Chad Ryman-Spies, swing and a miss. Might have just gotten a piece of it. Ryman-Spies smokes this towards right. Bradley Degnan running towards the gap, leaps up. It's over his glove and rolls to the wall. In to score is Butch Ray. Jordan Payne down to third base as Ryman-Spies is into second with a double. Head coach Chris Klimas for Rogers State will make his way onto the mound. And we'll see if this means a pitching change for the Hillcats. who lead this game 7-5, but the tying run in scoring position with just one out here in the 7th inning, and the Hillcats will indeed make a pitching change. So on that note, we'll take a break. 7-5 lead for Rogers State here in the top of the 7th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years.
Seriously, guys, it ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
It's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children.
Neyland. The situation, Rogers State leading Northeastern State 7-5 here in the top of the 7th inning. Runners on second and third for the Riverhawks with just one out. And the batter is Dakota Morse. 5-spot in the order, right-handed hitter versus the new pitcher, right-hander Justin Magstad. Senior, 6'1", 185-pounder out of Riverside, California in his second season with Rogers State. First pitch in there for a strike to Dakota Morse, who is 2 for 3 today. Base hits in his last 2 ABs. Justin Magstad on the season, a 2.84 ERA. Makes his 5th appearance of the season, which is tied with Landon Neyland, who just exited, who made his 5th appearance of the season here today. For Justin Magstad, 6 1/3 innings pitched, 3 hits, 2 earned runs, 3 strikeouts, and no walks. And oddly enough, those 2 earned runs have been on solo home runs for Magstad. As Morse fouls one out of play right side, down on the count, 0-2. Magstad deals. Swing and a miss, strike 3. A foul tip held onto by Garrett Hall. Huge strikeout for Justin Magstad and the Hillcats. It's out number 2 in the inning. Hillcats have committed an error in this inning, so the thing should be over from their vantage point. Here's Bryce Davenport. Walked and scored in the second, struck out in the third, grounded into an inning-ending double play in the 5th. Left-handed batter. Magstad kicks and fires a strike to Davenport. Davenport skies it up, deep right field. Degnan settles under it, 15 feet in front of the wall, and makes the catch for out number 3. Justin Magstad out of the bullpen for Rogers State and leaves 2 on the bases for NSU in scoring position. Hillcats retain the lead, 7-5. They'll come to bat in the bottom of the 7th. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check at TTCU.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
Get to the just like the Hillcats by visiting www.hillcatgear.com, the official online store of Hillcat Athletics. Now on the mound for Northeastern State, number 36, Dustin Burrell. Leading off for the Hillcats, the catcher, number 37, Garrett Hall.
Garrett Hall to lead off the bottom of the 7th for Rogers State. Hillcats leading this game 7-5. Dustin Barong, the new pitcher for Northeastern State. Misses inside with the first pitch, now a fastball high and tight, 2-0. Dustin Barong, 6'1", 230-pound right-handed junior out of Fort Walton Beach, Florida. Transfer from the University of Southern Mississippi. Garrett Hall skies up the 2-0. Foul territory, third base side. And Dakota Morse ran all the way to the fence and then started to backpedal, and the ball falls into foul territory. Again, that wind gets a hold of it on its way down. Hard to judge. We've seen that exact play except on the other side today. Two-one count. Pitch misses down low. Dustin Barong making his 4th appearance of the season, 3rd in relief, and Hall swinging a drive to deep left center field. This ball hit way back. It's off the top of the wall in left center, and Hall will cruise into second, standing up with a double. That ball was crushed. It hit the top of the wall, maybe 3 feet from getting out of here. Probably 20 feet to the right of the 360 sign in left center field.
To the plate, the left fielder, number 4, Jordan Gar.
Hall had 2 home runs in his Hillcat career coming into the day, and he nearly had 2 in a span of 3 at-bats. Here's Jordan Gar to the plate now. And Barong kicks and fakes towards second base. Pitch up high to Gar. Anticipating the bunt, first baseman Bryce Davenport sucks in a little bit onto the grass. The Riverhawks expecting the Hillcats to perhaps try to get that 3-run lead back. Gar leaves it on his shoulder and drives it into left center. Garrett Hall will hold up at third. A piece of hitting from Jordan Gar.
Brings up the center fielder, number 20, Brooks Douglas.
To the top of the order we go. Brooks Douglas for Rogers State. Showed bunt, pulled it back, and the runner Jordan Garr takes off and gets into second base. Catcher Ryman Spies thought about throwing, kind of stepped in front of home plate as he continued to think about it. Staying put at third is Garrett Hall. Infield is all playing in, ready to throw home if they have the chance to try to keep this at a 2-run ball game. See what Douglas does. Breaking ball taken for a strike. Second, short, and third starting a couple of steps in the dirt, and then they creep in onto the grass when the pitch is delivered. One hopper to third. Dakota Morse has it. Throws to first for the out, and the runners stay put. Hall at third, Garr at second.
Now heading to the plate for third baseman, number 8, Matt Suber.
One out here in the bottom of the 7th. Hillcats leading Northeastern State 7-5. Runners on second and third. The situation. Reliever Dustin Barong on the hill for NSU. And here is Matt Suber. Infield will play it the same. They're all sucked in, ready to throw home if they have the chance. First pitch, breaking ball, in for a strike to Suber, who is 2 for 4 today. Subert swings, fouls it out of play, back to the right side. Dustin Barong this season for NSU, 3.24 ERA in 8 1/3 innings. 7 hits, 3 earned runs, 6 strikeouts, and 6 walks. And he's got Matt Subert down 0-2. Pitch high and tight. Subert has to lean back in a limbo-like fashion to get out of the way of that pitch. One, two. Subert thought about going as the pitch was down and in the dirt. Blocked by Robin Spies. Two the count. The pitch. Ground ball to third. Scooped in on 2 hops by Morse. He'll throw home. The throw home is in time as the tag applied by Ryman Spies to Garrett Hall as he tried to slide in ahead of it. Coaching visit to the mound now for Dustin Barong. There is a little bit of action in the NSU bullpen. Doesn't look like they're interested in making a pitching change here, as the entire infield is in for this conference. Conference on the mound is over now. Finally broken up by the home plate umpire, Sean Arthur. Aaron Freeman in the field today. Batter is Bradley Degnan. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th. Runners on the corners for Rogers State. They'd love to tack on some insurance, as NSU got 1 unearned run in the top of this inning. First pitch to Degnan. high and away. Degnan is 3 for 4 today. Breaking ball left way high and away. Here's the 2-0. Missed down in the dirt. Especially with Degnan's stats, you know, NSU will watch him very closely. And just from an on-paper standpoint, you'd probably rather pitch to the cleanup man Miguel than Degnan. They'll play it safe. Pitch way up high. A 4-pitch walk to Bradley Degnan loads up the bases. So now you have the force out to any bag to try to get out number 3. And here is Chris Miguel. 1 for 4 day for the Hillcats' second baseman. The senior doubled and scored back in the 3rd inning. He has struck out, lined out, and grounded out. Barong, breaking ball left inside, hits Miguel in the shoulder. It drives in a run. Eight-5 lead for Roger State.
And off the plate, the first baseman, number 2, Sam Davison.
Base is still juiced up for Sam Davison. Pitch, breaking ball down in the dirt and away. Reimensma sliding to his right, kept it in front of him. Keeps the runners at bay. One-0. In for a strike. Two-one now from Barong. Down in the dirt, skipped away again from Reimensma up the first base side, but runners stay put. 3-1 the count. You know a strike is coming here if you're Davison, but the way that Barong has struggled with control here over the last 2 batters, do you take it off your shoulder? Or do you wait for the full count? See if he's got the green light. 3-1. Strike, a fastball right down the middle. Hillcats leading 8-5, bottom of the 7th. Bases loaded up, 2 outs. Payoff pitch. Runners take their leads. Davison fouls it out of play right side. Here's payoff pitch number 2. Davison flies it up right center field, running over into the gap. Derek Shedden, the center fielder, makes the catch for out number 3. Hillcats get 1. They've got a 3-run lead as we head for the 8th here in Claremore. This is Roger State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees. I can snap a photo of a check and deposit it. Easy. Add direct deposit and, based on your balances, you could earn more free services, even extra dividends. TTCU has paid more than $20 million in member rewards. Now that's grande. Freebies and rewards? Check. At TTCU.
We begin the 8th inning here in Claremore. Rogers State leading Northeastern State 8-5. And Dylan Adams leading things off for NSU. Swing and a miss at the first pitch from Justin Magstad. Right-handed reliever came out of the bullpen for Rogers State with 1 out and 2 in scoring position last inning. Got a strikeout and a flyout to end the threat. 0-1. Going fishing is Adams. Couldn't resist it. Falls down 0-2. Foul ball on the ground, first base side for Dylan Adams. Dylan Adams, great high school career at Newcastle High School here in Oklahoma. All-state selection his senior year. Junior year hit .565 with 9 home runs, 31 extra base hits, and 72 RBI. Takes ball 1. Played at Coffeyville Community College. Two. A ground ball, foul on the first base side yet again. Adams 1 for 3 today. Base hit back in the 2nd inning. Justin Magstad for Rogers State is the 6th pitcher used. Two fouled into the ground and then up into Adams. Long at bat here. Rogers State coming into the day and top team in the conference winning percentage-wise. Everybody playing a different amount of games really at this point. 2-2. Gets Adams on strikes. Second strikeout for Magstad out of the bullpen. Blake Vandergrift, the DH, to the plate. And Rogers State coming in at 6-2. You have Lubbock Christian and St. Edwards at 7-4. The only other 2 Heartland teams with winning records in both Lubbock Christian and St. Edwards in the regional poll for the South Central region, as is Rogers State. 0-1 pitch to Vandergrift. Breaking ball that falls in for a strike. 1 for 2 day for Vandergrift, who was hit by a pitch in the 2nd. And then doubled in the 4th. Oh, 1 misses Or the 0-2 rather, misses low and away. Reaching out off the end of the bat. Slow roller to second. Miguel scoops it up, throws to first. 2 down here in the 8th. 9th spot on the order, Derek Shedden. His first plate appearance of the day coming up after he took over in center for Michael Ray back in the bottom of the 6th inning. Missing with the first pitch, Magstad. And down low, 2-0 now. Inside hits Derek Shedden in the right leg. Left-handed batter gets pegged. Hillcats had not had a clean inning to this point. The 6th, they faced the minimum 3 batters, but it was a base hit and then a runner caught stealing that allowed them to only have to face the minimum 3.
Now to plate number 3, Zane Takar.
And a base runner yet again for NSU. As we turn over the order, here is Zane Takar. Top spot in the order, takes a first pitch strike. Takar 2 for 3 today and has reached on an error. Takes strike 2. 27 combined hits in this game. 16 for Rogers State. And the 0-2 missing outside. Reminder, Rogers State softball is at home for the first time this season, this Friday. They'll take on Oklahoma Wesleyan in a doubleheader. First pitch at 1 o'clock. 1-2 is skied up. Couple of steps into center field as the second baseman, Chris Miguel, makes the catch. Side retired. We head to the bottom of the 8th inning. Rogers State leading Northeastern State 8-5. This is RSU Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs.
Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
Leading off for the Hillcats, the designated hitter, number 10, Jason Marley.
Rogers State leading NSU 8-5 as the Hillcats come to bat in the bottom of the 8th. 6, 7, 8 hitters led off by Jason Marley. First pitch, a breaking ball in for a strike from the right-hander Dustin Barong, who came on as the pitcher to start the 7th inning. Hillcats got 1 run off Barong. Left the bases loaded back in the 7th. Barong misses with the 0-1. Jason Marley having a good day. 2 for 2. A couple of runs scored and a couple of walks. Has not been retired. One left inside. Marley offers at the 2-1. Just got a piece, fouling it back. Another scoreboard update from the Heartland Conference. UA Fort Smith trailing Southwest Baptist 5-4 in the 7th inning. Two, swing and a miss, strike 3. Dustin Barong with his first strikeout. And the leadoff man retired for Roger State for the first time since the 3rd inning. Another scoreboard update now from the Heartland. Oklahoma Christian leading Northwestern Oklahoma State 4-1 in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here's Ishmael Orozco. Takes the first pitch high and inside. 1-0. Breaking ball that just misses down low. Fun fact about Northeastern State, they are the only team in NCAA history to win 3 games when allowing 22, that's right, 22 runs. Once back on April 26th of 2014, 23-22 over Washburn. In April of 2010, 23-22 over West Texas A&M. And 27-22 and 94 over Emporia State. Only team in NCAA history to win 3 games while allowing their opponent to score 22 runs. I mentioned West Texas A&M being one of those. They are in action today facing Heartland Conference team Lubbock Christian. 3-2 pitch from Barong. Down low, ball 4. Orozco, a 1-out walk. Second walk issued by Barong. 3rd free base runner as he hit a batter last inning as well. Brings Garrett Hall to the plate. He is having himself a big day. A triple short of hitting for the cycle, nearly had his 2nd home run of the day, and his last at bat a double off the top of the wall in left center. Ball 1 to Garrett Hall. Now takes a strike. That walk for Ishmael Orozco, his team leading 10th of the season. Line down the left field line. Orozco's going to trek for 3rd. Hall's gunning for 2nd, and he's in standing up. Jordan Payne, the left fielder, was looking at 3rd all the way to see if he could get Orozco, and Hall might have snuck around the back door to get into 2nd on him. I'm not sure if Payne ever gave him a look. Good piece of hitting and running for Garrett Hall. Garrett Hall, no extra base hits yet this season coming into the day, and 7 games played and 6 starts. And he's got 2 doubles and a home run and also a base hit today. 2 in scoring position with just 1 out for Roger State here in the bottom of the 8th. A chance to add some insurance. Jordan Garr takes ball 1, and the infield for NSU is playing in. Everyone playing in on the grass. ready to throw home if the opportunity arises to try to get Ishmael Orozco, who stands on third. Strike one on a breaking ball to Jordan Garr. Inside, 2-1 now to Jordan Garr, who has not been retired today. 2 walks, a single, and a double. Two-one, fastball high and tight. Three-one, strike on the edge. Second bat of this inning to work a full count against Barong. Payoff pitch, bouncing ball to short. Coming home with it is Butch Ray, and they've got Orozco in a rundown. They'll try to keep Orozco up in time for Garr to get to second, and he's going to head towards second, and he's thrown out. Oh my, Orozco did what you're taught. Just try to stay alive, and Garr trying to get to second in time, and it turns into a double play. The Hillcats get nothing out of that inning after having 2 in scoring position with 1 out. They'll hold an 8-5 lead, though, as we head for the 9th in Claremore. This is Rogers State Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
People often ask me, John, how do you do it? Still making pizzas after 30 years. Seriously, guys,
It ain't rocket science. It ain't physics.
it's pizza.
And I love pizza.
Get any large one-topping pizza for only $10 and add a mega chocolate chip cookie for only $5 more.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
In the bottom of the 8th inning, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on base. Now pitching for the Hillcats, number 5, Rusty Huber.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. We've entered the 9th inning. Rogers State an 8-5 lead on Northeastern State coming into this 9th, and Rogers State will bring in their closer, Rusty Huber. Huber ended up getting the win over Northeastern State 6 days ago, pitching into extra innings, and he comes on here to start the 9th in a save situation with it being a 3-run ball game. First pitch, ball 1 inside to Butch Ray. Right-hander Huber missing inside again, 2-0. Rusty Huber, a senior, 6'4", 180-pounder out of San Diego, California, in his second year after transferring from Palomar College. Preseason All-American, All-Region, All-Conference, you name it, he's it. Huber last year shattering a lot of records, including the single season and career saves record for Rogers State. 12 saves a season ago for Huber. Record for appearances with 24 in a season. 2-1 is skied up, deep left center field. Under it, Jordan Garr makes the catch. Out number 1 here in the 9th. Butch Ray retired. Huber is the 7th pitcher Rogers State has used today. He takes over for Justin Magstadt. And the batter now is Jordan Payne. 2 RBI, a home run, a double today for Payne, and reached on an error his last time up. First pitch misses from Huber. One and 2/3 innings in relief for Justin Magstadt. No hits, no runs, 2 strikeouts. Good day for Magstadt. Strike dealt in by Huber. 1-1. That nasty cutter just missing outside. Huber coming in a 1.50 ERA. Makes his 4th relief appearance. Has a 1-1 record. Foul ball straight back by Jordan Payne. Huber did not allow a run, only allowed 1 hit in 3 innings against NSU 6 days ago. And Payne skies this up. Very shallow left field. Shortstop Orozco drifting over to his left. He dropped the ball. He'll throw to second. And it gets past Miguel. Huber's there to back him up as Payne slides into second. And you have to credit that wind one more time. It's gotten the better of a lot of fielding plays today. Orozco just continued to sidestep to his left, and it just wasn't enough. He reached out, it came down right next to him. And that will be charged as an error. First pitch gets past Garrett Hall, and Payne down to third base. Chad Reibenspy is the batter. Missed just outside. 2-0 the count. Down low, 3-0 the count to Reibenspies. RBI double his last time up. Played at Division I New Mexico State season ago. 13 games, 7 starts. Takes a strike. Huber's 3-1. Just missed inside. Reibenspies works the walk, and it brings the tying run to the plate here in the top of the 9th inning. Pitching coach Robert Brown for Rogers State will make his way out to the mound to talk with Rusty Huber. We'll take a quick break. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hello, I'm Chad Choate with Community Home Health. We've been providing quality home health care for over 20 years. Community Home Health has a comprehensive service plan, and we service the large part of eastern Oklahoma. Here at Community Home Health, we provide skilled nursing services, home health aides, psychiatric nursing, therapy services which include occupational, speech, and physical therapy. Our #1 goal is restoring health and quality of life, and you can count on Community Home Health to do just that. Let our family take care of yours.
I need my checking account to be like my morning coffee. Easy and now please. That's why I love checking with TTCU. With a free checking account, there's no minimum balance, no hidden fees.
Ready to resume play here in the top of the 9th inning. Rogers State leading Northeastern State 8-5. Runners on the corners, 1 out. Dakota Morse is the batter for NSU. 5 spot in the order. Right-handed hitter versus the right-handed pitcher, Rusty Huber for Rogers State. The cutter in there for a first pitch strike. Huber's 0-1. Cutter again, swing and a miss. Morse swung at it, and it just wasn't there as it broke away from him. Count at 0-2 as this game is less than a minute away from being 3 hours old. (0-2) down low. Dakota Morse on the day is 2 for 4. Couple of singles, fly out and a strikeout. This inning started with a flyout by Butch Ray. Jordan Payne reached on an error on a pop-up that the wind helped it fall in. Then a walk to Chad Reidenspies. 1-2, cuts low and away. Huber, the 2-2, fouled back out of play. Rogers State came back from 3-0 and 4-1 in this game. (2-2), cutter right into the strike zone. Gets Dakota Morse looking. First strikeout for Huber, and it brings the Riverhawks down to their final out. Bryce Davenport, the batter. Left-handed hitter, 0 for 3 today, walked and scored in the second. First pitch hits Davenport in the right knee, started down to first, and the home plate umpire says come right back to home plate, and NSU cannot believe it. Out to argue the case, head coach Jake Hendrick. In disbelief, as was the batter, Bryce Davenport. Hendrick still out there arguing his case. More of just a discussion right now. No one losing their cool out there by any stretch of the imagination. Now your game reset, NSU led Rogers State 4-1 after 2.5, but the Hillcats scored 2 in the third, 1 more in the fourth to tie it up, and then they scored 2 in the fifth, 1 in the sixth, 1 in the seventh, NSU got one in the top of the 7th, and that's what has led us to this 8-5 ball game that's seen 28 combined hits. So the call stands. Bryce Davenport back to home plate, and head coach Jay Kendrick has just been tossed from this game. He said that there was nothing really heated being said on the field, but Hendrick was talking as he went back to the dugout. And after he was already in the dugout is when the home plate umpire signaled, "You're out of here." So now it's the field umpire that's going to come over foul territory third base side and have a word with the head coach, Jay Kendrick. And he's in disbelief about that one too. Almost, maybe to say it wasn't me that said something, I don't know. Strike into Davenport. Counted 1-1. Huber's pitch. Davenport, sharp ground ball back up the middle for a base hit. In to score is Jordan Payne, and Ryman Spies will hold at second. That run and any others that would be scored potentially this inning will all be unearned because of 2 outs and the runner that just scored, Payne, reaching on an error.
Number 7, Dylan Adams.
But the tying run on base here in the top of the 9th inning for NSU. Runners on first and second. Here's Dylan Adams. Left-handed hitter takes the first pitch for a strike. Adams 1 for 4. That hit came in the 2nd inning, his first at bat. Oh, 1, big swing and a miss. Puts Adams down 0-2. A .421 hitter on the season. He comes in as the leading hitter for average for NSU. 2 doubles, a triple, a home run, 6 runs driven in. He's a big, big bat in that 7th spot in the order. Huber trying to get this save for Rogers State. 0-2, fouled back and out of play. .02, just got a piece at Adams. Rogers State has never beaten Northeastern State here at the Diamond Sports Complex. Hillcats trail in the all-time series 5-9. They have won on NSU's home field. They've also won on One Oak Field, which is the home of the AA team, the Tulsa Drillers, in nearby Tulsa. A few years in a row, the Hillcats got to play showcases there. Played NSU a couple of times. The 0-2, ball that bounces straight down and then rolls foul on the first base side. So Adams staying alive, getting little pieces here, just trying to keep himself up there with 2 outs here in the 9th. And the Hillcats holding on to an 8-6 lead. Trying to get to 7-2 on the season. The 0-2. Fastball high and away. Adams able to lay off. A lot of tension with that pitch after the foul balls. One, two. Foul back, out of play again. What a battle this is. This game now 3 hours and 8 minutes old. You don't see 9-inning games in college baseball last 3 hours very much anymore. Normally in the neighborhood of 2:15, 2:20, maybe 2.5. 1-2. Popped up off the inside of the bat. Running up, Matt Subert, the third baseman, on the grass, makes a basket catch, and this ball game is over. Rusty Huber out of the bullpen. And the all-time saves leader for Rogers State gets his first here in 2017 as the Hillcats win it by a final of 8-6 and improve their season record to 7-2. They beat Northeastern State for the second time in a matter of 6 days. And this one will feel good for Rogers State. Trailed by 3 runs on 2 occasions in this game and come back to win it by 2. 29 combined hits, 4 errors, all by the Hillcats, but they're able to scave those off and come away with a victory here at home. Final score, Rogers State 8, Northeastern State 6. Post-game show coming your way next. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
Hey, Red Green here. If you've never seen the Red Green Show, no one can possibly...
There. I really like these little creatures. They bring a lot of joy to my life.
Job.
Doing what?
Worked in a mortuary, embalming cadavers and organs. Hi, I'm Bill Curtis. You're watching RSU Public TV.
Just the two of us, building them castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I.
Claremore Nursing Home and the Brookfield are happy to be part of RSU Hillcat Basketball. They offer care for a range of lifestyles, from assisted living to rehabilitation to 24-hour nursing assistance. Claremore Nursing Home in the Brookfield, 920 East 16th Street, or by phone at 341-4857, 341-4857. Proud to be a part of Hillcat Athletics.
Stop. You're avoiding the salesman. We know you're looking at cars. We know you hate buying from a dealership. What if no salesman, all cars are unlocked, private test drives and a pool table and couches instead of a cubicle? Have we pushed your buttons? Then push ours. You're welcome.
Melton Sales. Our cars are always unlocked. Sundays too. You're welcome.
We're cooking dinner. Dinner is the most important meal of the day.
We can cater to everybody's needs, whether you want a burger, whether you want chicken.
Dinner's special for me and my family because it's the one meal out of the day that we get to spend together.
It's the perfect end to a good day.
Win or lose, we're coming to Whataburger after a game.
Whataburger for dinner. If we're not on your way home, you're going the wrong way.
My name is Tatiana, and I would love to cook you dinner.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. From the Diamond Sports Complex, your final score, Rogers State defeats Northeastern State 8-6. Hillcats now improved to 7-2 on the season. For Northeastern State, with the loss, they fall to 5-3. And the Hillcats get their second win over NSU this year, the all-time series. Rogers State now trails 6-9. Well, this game got started with scoring early, and we would see scoring often. Northeastern State got one run in the first. Zane Takar, the leadoff man, reached on a base hit. He would steal second base and move to third on a throwing error by Garrett Hall, and then score on a ground out by Jordan Payne. NSU would get two more in the second, a one-out walk to Bryce Davenport, Dylan Adams with a base hit, and then hit by a pitch was Blake Vandergriff before Michael Ray, a double to drive in two to put NSU up 3-0. Hillcats would get one in the second. Jason Marley with a one-out single and came around to score on a RBI double by Jordan Garr. NSU would get that run back in the top of the third on a home run by Jordan Payne, the leadoff man, on a payoff pitch to put NSU up 4-1. Hillcats got two in the third, a one-out single from Bradley Degnan. Chris Miguel doubled. Sam Davison doubled as well to drive in two to make it 4-3. Hillcats tied it up in the fourth as Garrett Hall hit his first home run of the season to lead off that fourth inning and third of his career to tie things up at 4. Hillcats got two in the fifth. Sam Davison led off with a single. Jason Marley followed with a base hit. Ishmael Orozco with an RBI ground out. And the Hillcats would get that second run as Marley came in to score on a wild pitch. In the sixth inning, Matt Subert led off with a hit. Came around to score on an infield single by Sam Davison. And then in the seventh, NSU would get their fifth run of the ball game, reaching on a fielder's choice. Butch Ray came around to score on an RBI double by Chad Reibenspies. Hillcats got it back, though, in the bottom of the seventh. A double to lead things off by Garrett Hall. And Hall would later be retired trying to come home, but Jordan Garr, who was the second batter of the inning and got aboard with the hit, would later come around to score with Chris Miguel at the plate. He was hit by a pitch to drive in Jordan Garr. Final score, Rogers State wins it 8-6, and we now bring in the head coach, Chris Klimas. Well, Coach, this was a very eventful game. We saw a little bit of everything. You could go down a list and saw about everything we could see in a game, but ultimately the end result is a W, 8-6, and your team now 7-2 on the year.
Yeah, it was a nice win to get. Complete opposite of the game we had over there with the wind blowing in. Today was a much more offensive game, and today, you know, staffing it with your weekend starters, those guys, they're kind of out of their element doing that, and I thought they did a pretty good job. You know, worked behind in the count a little bit too much early, but then the strength of our pitching staff really showed up there late with the bullpen coming in and locking it down. But you know, while it's a nice win, it was pretty sloppy. I mean, we looked like we hadn't played in a week, made mistakes we hadn't made all year. You know, I think we matched our total for the year on errors in one game and misplayed a couple of other balls that we should have done a better job with that, you know, put us in the position we were late, being on pins and needles.
Well, when you look at, you mentioned all the pitching in this game, and Northeastern State, Coach, jumped out to a 4-1 lead, but there never really seemed to be any panic from anybody. Continued to see what looked like at least comfortable approaches to the plate as your team came back.
Yeah, I thought we had a really good offensive approach. When you look at it, well, we have 17 hits. You know, it was a nice offensive day. We barreled a lot of balls, had some really good situational at-bats. You know, Orozco with the hit and run to score the run. But we also had some bad ones with runners on third and less than 2 outs. And that's what I told the guys. I said, guys, we've been hitting the ball in the air at about a 70% clip the last 2 weeks, and we get runners at third and infield in, and we decide to hit the ball on the ground. I don't know what happened, but we'll take the win any way we can get it. But you know, it wasn't clean. It wasn't a perfect game. But anytime you win, you'll stick that in your back pocket and move on down the road.
We saw NSU score runs in each of the first 3 innings. It wasn't until Tim Luce came in to start the fourth where he was able to keep them off the scoreboard. This is a guy that had not pitched in relief all year. Is there ever any mystery as to what you're going to get from a starter who's coming in a reliever role?
Absolutely. That's the scary part about staffing a game like that. But when with having the weekend off, we wanted to get the guys that are going to start games this weekend some work, some live action. Today would have been their side day anyway, side session day. So that's why we decided to go ahead and staff it that way. It wasn't so much out of necessity as it was just to get those guys some work. And so, yeah, you don't really know what you're going to get. Now, Tim, I knew what I was going to get from him. He's pitching with a tremendous amount of confidence right now after his outing up in NSU, and then the way he pitched today, he's pretty locked in right now.
Took him only 28 pitches to get through 2 innings and did not allow a run. Then we saw Landon Nealon. Then we saw Justin Magstad come in. With Magstad, I thought that was a pretty cool story because he gave up a home run last week at NSU. He comes in at a very crucial point in this ball game and was clutch.
Yeah, Landon really did a good job. I mean, the trouble that he got in wasn't necessarily his trouble. We misplay a ball at third, we misplay a ball in right field, and all of a sudden we're in a hot mess. And so I went to Magstad in that situation because I feel like he matched up better against the left-handers that were coming up. His changeup is much more effective, and Landon, I think the left-handers just see a whole lot better. So that's why we decided to go to Magstad there. And, yeah, he hung the slider up there at NSU that tied the game. And so for him to get back out there and have the success that he did, comes in, punches out a guy, and then gets a fly ball, gets us out of the inning, that was a big stop for us. That's what I really felt the momentum shift in our direction. And
then Rusty Huber in the ninth. He hadn't had any saves so far this season, really hadn't had a lot of opportunity, but he comes in a save situation. And as good as he is, it always seems like the game kind of plays towards his talents where he's got to do something impressive to get out of it. It just never seems to go smoothly in the ninth, the error, and then he is still able to pitch out of it.
Yeah, sometimes I wonder if he does that on purpose just so. No, he does a good job. He's one that I don't have to worry about panicking. He's been in enough tight situations that I know what I'm going to get from him. He's going to give you great effort and going to grind it out for you, and that's what he did today. So it was good to see him, get in the save column for the first time, but like you said, he hasn't really had the opportunities, and we've had to extend him a few times or in the early going to try to win games. So he'll do whatever you ask him to do, whether it's throwing 50 pitches in relief or coming in and getting one out. He's going to come and battle for you and take the ball every time. So our pitching staff's really going to be stressed this weekend with 4 games up in Colorado. It's going to take all 9 on 9 or 10 counting Subert, maybe even on the pitching staff to get through the weekend. So we're excited to make the trip. This win today definitely makes the plane ride a whole lot more enjoyable tomorrow morning, even though we are leaving at 4:30 a.m. But we're excited about the trip, and we're excited about where we are right now. It's always good. Anytime you can beat an in-state rival, it's always good.
Well, good to see. Hillcats are 7-2. Coach, thanks for your time.
Appreciate it. Thank you. That's
the head coach, Chris Klimas. Rogers State wins it by a final of 8-6 over Northeastern State. Back with more on the postgame show when we return. This is Hillcat Baseball on the Hillcat Network.
We have so much to celebrate in Division II, but we're especially proud of our commitment to Make-A-Wish.
Division II student athletes have led a 10-year initiative to raise funds and help grant wishes of children with life-threatening medical conditions.
Nearly $3 million have been raised, and hundreds of children's wishes have been granted. We play hard, we work hard, and we support others in need. Why? It's simple.
Because we care.
The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore supports the broadcast of RSU Hillcat Athletics. The Hammett House offers a variety of entrees, including country fried steak, lamb and turkey fries, pamper fried chicken, and a daily selection of homemade pies. Located next to the Will Rogers Memorial in Claremore, just down the hill from RSU. Online at thehammetthouse.com. The Hammett House Restaurant in Claremore, a proud supporter of the RSU Hillcats.
Josh Haley back with you on the Hillcat Network. Your final score, Rogers State defeats Northeastern State 8-6. Time now for your totals in this ball game. First on the pitching side of things, the starter Daniel Falk for Northeastern State went 3 innings, gave up 8 hits, 3 runs, all earned, 2 strikeouts and 1 walk. He gave way to Jeremy Mansour, who pitched the 4th, 2 hits, 1 earned run, no strikeouts and a walk. And Tyler Yancey, who came on to pitch the 5th, right-hander, in 1 inning, gave up 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 strikeout, and 1 walk. Ultimately, he suffers the loss in this game, his first decision of the year. The winning pitcher for Rogers State is Tim Luce, 4th pitcher used in this game. He pitched innings 5 and 6, 3 hits, no runs, no strikeouts, no walks. Only needed 28 pitches to get through 2 innings as Tim Luce now 2-0. As a Rogers State Hillcat, and the save, of course, to Rusty Huber, who pitched the 9th for the Hillcats 1 hit, 1 run. It was unearned. 1 strikeout and 1 walk. Other relievers for NSU, Zach Pohl pitched the 6th inning. 2 hits, 1 earned run, no strikeouts and 1 walk. And then Dustin Morong pitching innings 7 and 8. 2 innings, 3 hits, 1 run earned, 1 strikeout and 2 walks. For Rogers State, Spencer Bivens pitched inning number 2 after taking over for Devlin Zakar. Bivens 2 hits, 2 earned runs, no strikeouts and a walk. Josh Eklavea pitched the 3rd and 4th. 3 hits, 1 earned run, 2 strikeouts, no walks. Landon Nealon came on for Rogers State to start the 7th inning. 2 hits, 1 unearned run, no strikeouts, no walks. Justin Magstadt 1 2/3, no hits, no runs, and 2 strikeouts. Rogers State now 7-2. Northeastern State 5-3. The Riverhawks at the plate individually. Zane Dakar goes 1 for 5, scored 1 run. Butch Ray finishes 0 for 5 and scored once. Jordan Payne 3 for 5, 2 runs driven in, 2 runs scored. He hit his team-leading 3rd home run of the season. Chad Ryman spies on the day, finishes 1 for 4 with a walk and an RBI. Dakota Morse 2 for 5. Bryce Davenport goes 1 for 4 with an RBI, a walk, and a run scored. Dylan Adams 1 for 5 and a run scored. Blake Vandegrift, the DH in the 8th spot in the order, 1 for 3. And Michael Ray goes 2 for 3, 2 RBI. He gave way to Derek Shedden, who was hit by a pitch and in his only plate appearance. For Rogers State, they as a team go 17 of 37 at the plate, while NSU went 12 of 39. And individually for the Hillcats, Brooks Douglas 0 for 4, Matt Subert 2 for 5 and a run scored. Bradley Degnan 3 for 4, 1 walk and 1 run. Chris Miguel 1 for 4, an RBI and a run. Sam Davison 3 for 5, 3 RBI and a run. Jason Marley 2 for 3, 2 runs scored and 2 walks. Ishmael Orozco 0 for 4, an RBI and a walk. Garrett Hall 4 for 5. What a day for him. No extra base hits coming in. He had 2 doubles and a home run. Narrowly missed a second home run by about 3 feet. An RBI and a run scored for Hall. Jordan Garr 2 for 3, a run, an RBI, and 2 walks. Rogers State 17 hits, Northeastern State 12. Hillcats commit 4 errors, and as you heard Coach Klimas say, that totaled the amount in the entire season for Rogers State. Through 8 games, they only had 4. 2 of those came against NSU last Wednesday. So for the Hillcats, now just 8 errors on the season in 9 games. Well, next action for the Hillcats, as you heard Coach Klimas allude to, will be this Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The Hillcats will hit the road tomorrow. They'll fly to Denver, Colorado for a 4-game series against Regis University. First game on Friday will be at 2 o'clock. The Hillcats will play a doubleheader on Saturday beginning at 11 a.m. and then again on Sunday beginning at noon. They'll come back home and play 8 of their next 9 here at the Diamond Sports Complex, including opening up conference play against St. Mary's on Friday, March 10th. Next home game is March 1st. That is 8 days from now, this coming Wednesday, against Pittsburgh State. 1 9-inning game scheduled for 2 o'clock. Hope you'll join us for coverage of that one. There's other sports going on that day. Basketball conference tournament, softball here at home as well. But at the very least, we'll have live stats for you of that game. Until then, for everyone here on the Hillcat Network, I'm Josh Haley saying good night from the Diamond Sports Complex.